All right, America, listen up. We're diving deep into the heart of Boston, where the Celtics are rewriting their legacy. This ain't your grandpappy's Celtics. Even if their jerseys look like they came straight out of the history books. These jerseys carry the weight of history, but the players wearing them are carving out a new chapter. These guys, they got that fire, that grit, but they also got quirks. Quirks that make them unpredictable, exciting, and sometimes downright hilarious. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that'll make you laugh one minute, then scratch your head the next. It's a roller coaster of emotions every game. Remember that time when Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year, mind you, called a timeout they didn't have? It was a moment that left everyone in the arena stunned. Coach Udoka almost lost it. His face was a mix of disbelief and frustration, but that's the beauty of this team. But here's the thing, that's Smart. He's intense, he's passionate, and sometimes he's just plain out there. His unpredictability is what keeps fans on the edge of their seats, but that's what makes him, and these Celtics, so darn entertaining. They bring a unique flavor to the game, a mix of skill, heart, and a touch of madness. Look, every team's got their thing. Some teams are all about precision, others about flair. Some teams, they're all about that flash, that Hollywood style. They dazzle with their entrances and charm the crowd with their charisma. But the Celtics, they're different. They're grounded, yet unpredictable. They play with a raw, unfiltered passion that's hard to find. They're like that friend who shows up to the party in a mismatched outfit, tells a couple of bad jokes, but somehow by the end of the night, they're the life of the party. They bring an energy that's infectious. You just can't help but love them. Their spirit, their quirks, their undeniable talent. It all comes together to create a team that's as entertaining as it is formidable. So buckle up, because with these Celtics, every game is an adventure. Now, I'm not saying these Celtics are the next Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish. Those guys were something else. A trio that defined an era of basketball with their unmatched skills and chemistry. McHale's footwork was a thing of beauty, a masterclass in low-post play that left defenders baffled. And Parrish, the Chief, was a towering presence, a force to be reckoned with on both ends of the floor. They were kings of the court, legends in their own time. But there's a certain something about this current squad that reminds me of those old-school Celtics. It's not just their talent, but their grit, their determination, and their undeniable chemistry. It's that same fire in their belly, that same refusal to back down, no matter the odds. You can see it in their eyes, the hunger, the drive to prove themselves. Back in the day, Bird would bury you with his jump shot and then tell you all about it while you were still picking the ball out of the net. His trash talk was legendary, a psychological weapon as sharp as his shooting. These days, it's Smart picking your pocket, his defensive prowess a nightmare for any opponent. He's got that same tenacity, that same relentless energy. Tatum draining threes in your face, his smooth shooting stroke reminiscent of the greats. He's got ice in his veins, a calm under pressure that's rare to find. And Brown throwing down dunks that'll rattle the rafters, his athleticism and power a sight to behold. He's a game changer, a player who can shift the momentum in an instant. They may not have the same swagger as the legends, not yet anyway, but they got that same heart, that same will to win. They're carving out their own legacy, one game at a time, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be talking about them in the same breath as Bird, McHale, and Parrish. Let's talk about this roster because honestly, it's a head-scratcher on paper. You got Jason Tatum, the smooth operator, the bucket getter. Then there's Jaylen Brown, the powerhouse, the one-man highlight reel. And let's not forget Robert Williams, aka Time Lord, the guy who plays like he's got a trampoline under his shoes. And then you got Coach Udoka, the mastermind behind it all. He's got these guys playing together, playing hard, and most importantly, playing with a smile. It's like he's taken all these different personalities, all these unique talents, and molded them into something special. Now I know what you're thinking. Chuck, you crazy. These guys are fun and all, but championship material? Get out of here. And you know what? You might be right. But then again, you might be wrong. See, there's something to be said about a team that embraces its quirks, that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's that looseness, that ability to laugh at themselves, that just might be their secret weapon. When you're not afraid to be yourself, when you're not afraid to be different, that's when you can achieve something truly special. So yeah, maybe, just maybe these Celtics with all their oddities and eccentricities just might shock the world. They might just turn those quirks into championships. And you know what? I wouldn't bet against them. Because sometimes it's the teams that don't fit the mold, the ones that break all the rules, that end up rewriting history. It's not always about having the tallest players or the most experienced coaches. Sometimes it's about heart, passion, and a little bit of weirdness. So, let's embrace the unexpected, the unconventional, and the downright strange. Because when weird wins, it's a victory for everyone who dares to be different. And that, my friends, is a win worth celebrating.